I familien. Vi kender hinandens hjerter. Vi kender hinandens sorger. Vi kender hinandens ømme punkter.
Surprise!
Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
It's such a pleasure to speak to you. So what can you tell us about secrets?
Well, what can I tell you about secrets? They're nice to keep, good to have.
The show.
You learn not to rat. I went to a boarding school, so keep them for yourself. Yeah, stuff like that. But you want to talk specifically about the show, secret, and not secrets in general, I could imagine.
Yes, please.
What can I say? It was my first Danish show, being the lead in many, many, many years. Why was I attracted to the script? Because I could feel that it was a very personal story. It was something that I could relate to. I identify a lot with Mess. Not that I'm an addict, but I can see his struggles. I can see why he's having a hard time being a human being. He's a very lovable person, but he's just bad at being alive. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, but you know what I mean? That the everyday life can be a struggle. And I think based on my research, a lot of the people I know who's addicts, they have other diseases. It's not just like you wake up one day and you want to take drugs and you want to drink alcohol. No, it's because you want to get away from something you have experienced or something you feel inside. And with Mess, I think he's got some diagnosis that he hasn't figured them out yet. And therefore he drinks and he takes drugs. Yeah. Which is so fucking relatable.
Absolutely. So did you find it nice speaking in your native tongue for the role, as a nice change of pace, following your years of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it was wonderful finding back to something you felt actually good at, because it is different. It is different. No matter how well I train, no matter how much work I put into it, I will never be. No, I can maybe cheat it a bit, but I will never be 100,000% UK or American. I will forever be Danish, Scandinavian, European in my DNA. And the way I'm an actor, I'm a very wordy one, which means that the way I say lines is very intuitive and very delicate, but it's not delicate when I do British. Then it's very staccato. It's very, which means that the characters often becomes a little bit more, not cardbox, but a little bit more unnuanced than I wish they could be. But that's so coming home, speaking Danish, it's I love it. I love it.
And the location is beautiful as well.
Where this is Denmark, though. This is it's a nice country, man. You would enjoy it.
Awesome. You were also in Salem's Lot recently. Are complicated characters what draw you to roles in your career?
I wouldn't say Salem's Lot is a complicated character because the size of the role wouldn't allow it to be complicated. Salem's Lot was me being a tourist in a Stephen King universe, getting to work with an incredible American crew, getting to work with Gary, and cast members. They were so sweet and wonderful. I did it 3, 4, 5 years ago. I can't even remember. I think it was during COVID or something. But it was so much fun. It was Peter Safran and James Wan called me and asked me if I wanted to do it. And we were James Wan and I was shooting Aquaman, the second, and Peter Safran was a very good friend of Gary, who's the director. And I thought, yeah, sure, man, I would love to do a Stephen King adaptation. And I love what Gary did with it, the Stephen King adaptations of that one. So I thought it was a no-brainer. I know this. I haven't even seen it yet, so I don't know. I don't know the film. I'm gonna watch it, but like I said to your colleague, one thing is going to the opening nights at the cinema. Another thing is sitting in your own living room watching a film with yourself. That takes a lot of balls. I don't know if I have that big balls. You know what I mean? I don't. I'd rather want to watch, I don't know, Gilmore Girls with my daughter, or I'd rather want to watch The Simpsons or something. I'm not a big fan of watching myself on screen. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm not. That's not just me. It's not just me. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah,
There's a
no.
ton of films I've done I've never seen.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I do
I
hear that
haven't
a
even
lot.
seen, you know what? I haven't even seen Game of Thrones. I haven't
Okay,
seen my own episodes. So I
right.
like doing the work, but it's the same thing. I like playing football. I don't want to watch it. I like doing, I like sex. I don't want to watch it on screen. It's funny. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, I know
funny.
what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So do you have any memories from filming secrets that you'll remember for the rest of your career?
Yeah. We did we did one scene in a toilet where I had to take some blow, and I snorted so much. I don't know what it was, white powder, something fake-ish, and I almost suffocated because I was like, going overboard. Um, that was pretty sick. But what I always bring from productions is, for me, I don't know why, but it's not about the product anymore. It's the collaborations. Honestly, I don't care how the end result is going to be. I hope it's going to turn out well, but for me, it's much more the journey, bro. It's much more the journey. It's much more Lord of the Rings. It's the journey to the mountain that I enjoy the most. I don't care about the result. It's I'm gonna make food. I'm gonna make TV and movies for the next 50 years still, man. I'm in my mid 40s. So for me, it's about getting to work with good people and
Mm,
keep telling stories. And sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss. I'm not the one to judge. Let the audience or let the critics be the ones who have an opinion. I grew up with a guy who told me the best sentence. He said, "Who do you want to be? Hmm? You want to be the guy on the phone, or the guy talking about the guy on the phone?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the guy on the phone having a conversation? Or do you want to be the guy who's talking about the guy who's on the phone? And I was like, I want to be the guy on the phone. And it's like, yeah, because you don't care. He's just having a conversation. And I was like, okay, I kind of like that one. So that's how I'm living my life now. That's what I
awesome,
take away from Secrets, working with good people.
awesome. And how's it been to collaborate with Viaplay?
Viaplay's been nice. Viaplay internationally is very different from Viaplay national. The Danish Viaplay has hasn't been able to release the show yet, and they don't know if they're going to release the show. So it's been sold to, I don't know, 20 countries. Secrets. It's going to be shown in Australia and Europe and in North America, South America, all over the world. You know, it's a Danish show.
Mm.
So I hope it's going to be released next year, and it'll have an audience back home because I'm super proud of it.
So what does it mean for you to be a storyteller and tell stories in this way?
I like storytelling, but I also like to be a collaborator. So for me, it's the most important thing in my career now is to find good storytellers and then be a collaborator in helping them telling their stories.
Okay, awesome. And what are you hoping audience will take away from Secrets when they see it?
If you love someone, set them free. And this classical cliche sentence that you can't help a person who doesn't want to help himself.
Mm.
And if you watch the whole show till the end, it's bleak, man. It's from episode 4 and onwards. Mess, he just goes to a dark, dark, dark place. And you know what, Mark? I missed it so much. I missed doing characters like that so much. I haven't done it for years. And I want to do way more character work like that, even though it's tough. I'm doing a cop show next year, and I want to make an ultra realistic Scandinavian policeman. You know, he's just getting by, and then all of a sudden he becomes Michael Douglas and falling down. That's gonna be fucking cool.
Awesome. What you if they what do you think the future holds for Secrets?
I don't know. That depends on the life it's gonna get. I think this is one of the first of all, because the episodes are so short, it's like we made a drama for like 1 hour, but we kind of condensed it into 30, 40 minutes, which means the intensity is so crazy. It's like beef in many ways, instead of beef being like high-paced energy. We just made the scenes, because we don't have the budget for it. We just made the scenes so compact and so brutal. Each and every single scene has some darkness to it, but it's also extremely realistic. This is like Ken Loach realism in Scandinavia, if you know.
Yeah.
And for me, I just sincerely hope Viaplay and all the collaborators on this show will make it travel all over the world, because I think it's such a beautiful story. And I think honestly, there's so much sci-fi, there's so much action comedies and rom-coms and thrillers out there. This is about you and me, man. This is about a guy you will meet in the pub. This is about a family you will know for sure. I think more than 80% of all European families, they have an addict, like a person with addiction within their closest family. So everyone can relate. This is not just the story about a guy who's being a drug addict. This is about his family, how they cope with him and his problem. Because the thing is, even though, let's say you and me, we're brothers, and I'm the one who takes the drugs, my abuse of drug use will affect your life, no matter how we put it. And everyone can relate to that.
Absolutely. And just finally, where can we find you online to keep up with everything you're doing?
So where can we find me online?
Yeah, are you on the socials or anything like that?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. I don't, but someone takes care of my Facebook, and I'm not very good. Honestly, I'm not good at it. I'm trying to be good on social media. I just don't. It's, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't have it. I'm good in social. I'm good in a bar.
Yeah.
I'm good in a bar, but not on social media.
Awesome. Well, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. Have a lovely rest of the day, and that beautiful scenery where you are. It's just
Thank you, man.
absolutely gorgeous.
Very sweet of you, man. Thanks, Marc. Love talking to you.
Take care. Cheers, mate.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
Jeg elsker dig, pusling.
Jeg elsker dig, lille trold.
Why don't you give me a sign? Like the sea that leaves a trail along that shore. It's not your problem, it's mine. Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear with me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.